Hey everyone, maybe you guys remember this location. We were here almost 2 years ago. During a big storm, water was crossing over this road steadily. I'm assuming because they didn't fix it anytime soon after being reported, that it acts as retention during big storms and eventually it stops crossing, meaning there was a big clog. Anyways, we were unable to find either end of it. You see, they made a little trail coming down for the excavator, and they obviously dug it out. I'm curious to see what kind of pipe it was. And I also doubt when I reported it, they even came out to do it. Because it seems like Massachusetts, the only way to actually get them to do something is to give the actual coordinates to the internet, so they actually get pressure. Giving the DOT the coordinates does not always work, I have found. You see, they've dug out this section of the area. Let's see what kind of pipe it is. I'm curious. There it is. It's a concrete pipe. I don't like the angle it's coming up at. Let's see if there's a problem inside. I can kneel right down in here because I got the big high boots on. And there's glass there. Great. Let's look in there. I'm definitely seeing daylight reflecting out the other side, but considering I'm unable to see out the other side, it's got a little muddy on my arm because I really got down in there. There's also a lot of mosquitoes in there. Seems to be functioning fine for the area right here. Looks like by the leaves and everything, it's rare when a big blast comes in here. But this thing was completely buried by the look of how they dug it out of here. That is such neglect. And look at the amount of water that comes down from the road. Wow. Well, this whole pipe probably needs to be replaced, but I can almost guarantee they won't replace it with the road project. With this road they're about to repave, it seems. You see all these ribbons and markings all over the place? They're already milling part of it, and they should be here to this section in a few days. I don't think they're going to replace this pipe. I really don't. I really don't. Which is sad. Massachusetts loves their neglect. While Connecticut, I can't say much for them. I know their bigger cities are pretty much the same as this, but that's the same case for almost every state. Big cities usually don't have a lot of money. But Massachusetts in general, especially these state highways, even they are severely neglected. I know where I live in Maine, New Hampshire, Vermont's better than Mass, but not as great as New Hampshire. They repave roads every couple years that seemingly don't even need it. They are really good with that. They replace guardrails that don't even need it, and they're really enforcing the code in New Hampshire. Like, see this guardrail? I don't know how true this is or if it varies from state to state, but New Hampshire has replaced almost all their guardrails like this. And I know in Maine, when the DOT was replacing my guardrails just over a year ago, my guardrails had a wooden block here between the post and here, and they told me it was not the code. The DOT let me keep all the pressure-treated blocks, and I made a little trail in a muddy area of the forest, but they put these compression blocks that are made out of plastic. They said that is now the new code. So they replaced all the perfect looking guardrails. Massachusetts has ones that are quite literally rusting off their post.